Fazio. 2-on-1. Connor and Kellen Jones come in, and this one tipped on net, kicked away. They score. It is Connor Jones following up his brother's shot, and he couldn't. A hand pass. Comets punch it away though. Out at the line. Hunt winds and shoots. Save. Markstrom rebound tied up. Pops free, and Banks got into Shinkarik to the goal line. Brings it into the crease. Backhanded, and Shinkarik got hammered into the post, and he is down. And ridiculous shot totals, but here's a 3-on-1 for Utica. Banks with Gauntz and Hamilton. Lacey Hamilton right on, and a save turns on the Jets, and here he goes. Breakaway 2-on-0. Here's Grenier. He's in. O'Reilly the save for the Oklahoma City Barons after February. Here's Clendenning. Wrist shot, tip, scores! There it is! Adam Clendenning from the blue line ahead for Gauntz. 7 seconds left in a 2-on-1. Gauntz is in with 5. Shot save. Rebound wide. Clendenning, quick shot, wide of the net. O'Reilly will pick it up, tries to work it in front. To Clendenning again, pumps, opens up, wrist shot, tip, score! Alex Grenier deflects it in, and the Comets have evened the series at 1. Three minutes and 32 seconds into overtime. Alex Grenier. He was parked in front of the net.
Travis, you asked the team to respond, and give us your assessment of the game tonight.
It's about as good as you get when you ask your team to respond. It's one of the best games we've played in a while. It was a hard-fought game still. It's a real good team we're playing, but we found a way to get a win.
You know, in a game like that, it seems like you guys had a lot of chances. You had a lot of shots on net in all 3 periods. I mean, I guess, did you tell your guys to just kind of keep on doing what they were doing, or did you try to make any changes as the game went on?
We're always making little subtle adjustments in our game. I thought we did a better job of getting to the net tonight, getting some traffic on their goalie. But we stuck with our game plan right from the start of the game to right to the end. And you know, we got a good group that way where they don't get off the page and they don't start going in their own direction. They're all vested into the program and playing the right way.
Instead of going to OKC down 2-0, you know, you split the couple games here. Pretty good chance to send it back here unless you guys get the sweep in OKC. I mean, how much of a lift does it get to these guys? It seems like after the game, you know, they're pounding the boards, and it seemed like
it's a huge win. It'd be tough going down there down 2. We needed to get a win tonight. You know, but still, we had a lot of work to do. We're not going to start worrying about games 3 or games 4 and 5 until we get through game 3.
Hal O'Reilly has 9 assists in the playoffs, and obviously he had a key role today, not that a lot of other guys did. Just assess O'Reilly's play tonight and in this.
I thought he stepped his game up tonight for sure. You know, anytime you're going to win a game or have success in the playoffs, you need your best players. You need everyone to play well. You need everyone to contribute, but you need your best players to play. And you know, I thought tonight Cal had a great game.
One other guy also who really stepped it up tonight was Grenier. He was another force.
He was.
Game winner, but also just parking his body up.
Yeah, he was good tonight. You know, he couldn't finish the game last night, and to see him bounce back with a real good effort says a lot about where he's come from. You know, he's a guy that we've seen mature. He played a big, heavy game tonight, a big power forward game tonight, and played well. Got you know, he deserved what he got.
We talked last year about, you know, Gauntz had a couple games and you sort of was a lot, he came up big. Jensen might not have come up as big on the scoreboard tonight, but what do you have to say about his play? What did he have a lot of legs?
He was good tonight, real good. We got some good players that don't play. We got 2 young forwards coming in that are here right now from junior. They're both good players. We got Joe LeBate sitting here, who's a real good player as well. Will Acton's getting close to coming back. So it's not easy when guys don't play, but when they go in, you want them to respond and have good attitudes. I thought Anderson played a real good game tonight as well for not playing in a while.
Husky helped the scratch?
Yep.
Grenier, what did he have? Cramps yesterday?
Yeah.
We saw all season long Sanguinetti and Corrado were big threats on the defensive side, big shots from the blue line. Now Clint Denning's thrown into the mix, and he's done great this playoff. So what does a guy like that add, having a third defenseman who's really a deep threat to score?
Well, I thought he was a guy that responded with a better game tonight than he played last night. We talked to him today, and I think the good part about our team is they're not afraid to own their game. If they're good, we're not afraid to tell them, and if they're not good enough, we're not afraid to tell them that either. And they're man enough to look themselves in the mirror. And I thought, we had some guys that didn't play great last night. They played good, but good's not good enough at this time of the year, and he responded with a good game.
After last night's game, coming up short in those quadruple overtime, to come back tonight, not only win it, but win it in a single overtime, how much relief is that for the guys, both physically and mentally?
Hey, you know what? Our group, as long as we win, we don't care. Our guys will play all night if that's what it takes. We got a committed group that way.
And I guess you referenced it earlier, but big hill to climb over there in Oklahoma City. How do you prepare your team for that? What is the approach? What do you say? What?
Well, we're going to change everything we've done all year.
Yeah.
And no, we're not going to change anything. The good thing about our team is we're confident playing on the road and playing at home. And there's not many times you go into a playoff series and you don't have to win a game on the road, whether you have home ice or not. Just like the Chicago series, we had to get a win in their building to win the series. And Oklahoma knew they had to get a win to win the series, and now it's on our side where we have to get a win in Oklahoma. But again, there's no sense worrying about going into Oklahoma trying to we've got to do this, we've got to do that. All we got to do is go and play well the next game.
Alex, you couldn't finish the game yesterday. How gratifying is it to come back and play such a prominent role?
I mean, it's always good, coming back like this and helping the team out. Obviously, yesterday was unfortunate, but I think it was important for me as a player to come back and redeem myself, if I could say that.
The coach talked about how important it was for you guys to get guys in front of the net, because you had a lot of shots early, you had a lot of opportunities, but then only were able to capitalize in the third period and then in overtime. I mean, how important was that for you guys to kind of rush all those skaters in front of the net?
Well, I mean, we figured out we couldn't score on a 2-on-0 against him, so we might as well get some bodies in front of him. So, I mean, he's been unbelievable throughout the series, and I guess every goalie struggles with traffic. So it's really important right now to get in front of him and create some traffic and hopefully get more rebounds too.
And then after that last goal was scored in overtime, it seems people were punching the boards and kind of interacting with fans, and it seems like everybody was having a good time. I mean, how big of a win is this? How much is how much of a lift is this for you guys?
I mean, obviously it's huge, right? If going down 2-0 and going 3 games in OKC would have been a lot harder than winning 1-1 here. And I mean, we obviously wanted to get a win for the fans too. I mean, they've been unbelievable for us since the playoffs began. So I mean, it's amazing to get a win for them.
Two things about the game. Number one, after playing as long as you did last night, obviously you were feeling the physical, and you weren't the only one. Were there any repercussions early on in the game from hockey hangover from the night before?
You know what? I think all the guys responded really good. I mean, obviously it's playoffs, things like that are going to happen. And I mean, everybody was feeling it. We knew this was a must-win, and guys came out really hard.
All right. So then the second thing is, if buzzer ends at the end of the third period, you got to go back into the locker room, and you're coming. How many folks were saying, "Not again, please"?
You know what? I wasn't in the room. I went straight in the cold tub, so I have no idea what was said in the room. But I mean, obviously having another overtime like this, we knew how important this one was for us with the bounce from yesterday. I mean, stuff like that happened, and unfortunate for us, this one went our way.
After that marathon game, and you guys head into another overtime, it seemed like you guys came right out of the gate attacking instead of trying to play a more conservative game. So was that your mindset to try to get it over as quickly as possible and just go right after them?
Well, you know what I mean? Since the beginning of the season, I think we've always tried coming out as strong as we can right out of the gate. And I think that's one of our mottos here. And I think we took it out real good and planned right now today.
Alex, 3 games now in Oklahoma City. So what's the mindset? What's the approach going out there?
Well, I mean, we've been a really good road team, and I think the approach doesn't have to change much. I think we just need to keep playing hard, getting a bit more fortunate with our chances, and I think everything is going to go away well.
One thing about Oklahoma City, Chicago frustrated you by bumping. This club here jams up passing lanes. That kind of snap tape to tape that we had seen, especially later on in the season, is getting a little thwarted. What are they doing good?
I mean, they're playing the puck really well. I think it's a very different team than Chicago. I mean, they're moving the puck really well. They're shooting from everywhere. Their D-men move the puck up pretty quick. I mean, we got to give them credit for the way they're playing. Their system is really good. But I mean, we just need to keep going the way we've been going, not change the thing, and things are going to go our way.
Was there more of a plan to get traffic in front of the net? Because the first 2 periods you guys were getting chances, but he was getting a clear look at it. So your goal in overtime was scored as a result of shot from the point and you come in front of the net. Are you trying to generate more traffic in front?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously it's something we need to do, especially with shots from the point. I mean, even Clendenning's goal was a shot from that with traffic in front. So, I mean, I think anything with traffic in front gives us a better chance of scoring.
When did that cut happen?
Second period.
Tonight?
No, yesterday. Yeah.
And you made reference to the 2-0, you and O'Reilly going in, and he stopped you guys. That's the one you were talking about?
Yeah, that was the one.
All right.
That was the one. Yep.
And thank you for reminding me.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't need that again.
Adam, what does it take to get this done tonight? What does it take to get this done?
Just sticking to the process. I mean, it's a big thing for us. We stuck to the way we played. I know maybe looking at the score from a distance, or box score wise, if you weren't watching the game, you'd be like, oh, they're down 1-0 through 2, and I think we played a really, really solid 60 minutes, and got it into overtime, and I think we continued that strong play in overtime, and the power play helped us get some momentum to start the overtime, and we just kind of took it from there.
You know, Travis Green talks about the process, and you just brought it up. How important is that as opposed to even looking for a panic button, and especially in a playoff series?
Yeah, it's very important. I mean, you look at the game, I didn't really see any panic button from our team at all, and we just stuck with the process. We knew something had to give. We got one early in the third there, and came pretty close several times, getting one a little bit later in the third. And then, again, we just stuck with what we were doing, what made us successful all game, and what made us play in their end majority of the time, and it paid off.
Rene mentioned that he said, we couldn't beat him 2-0. He goes, so we kind of figured out that we had to get some people in front, traffic in front. Do you think that was a part of it?
Yeah, I think that's. It's always hard for a goalie to stop it when he can't see it, right? So it's a big thing for our team. We like going to the net, like causing havoc there, and it's our job from the back end to get it there and allow our forwards to make plays down low, and it's kind of ended up happening that way. So it was nice.
Physically, after having played going into a fourth overtime last night, you got to turn around, come back out and dance it all over again. Yeah. You had guys like Alexander who it took a toll on him physically last night.
Yep.
Was it hard getting legs rolling at the first period tonight?
I don't think so. I mean, at least for me, I felt pretty good. I mean, obviously, you don't feel as if you didn't play 4 overtimes last night, but for the circumstances, I think our team felt pretty good overall. We started out with a lot of jump and, played pretty fast early, which, we didn't really think might happen to start, but it was definitely a positive for us coming out with a lot of legs, and kind of took the game over right from the start.
Adam, 3 games there now, pretty tough assignment. What's the approach? Personally and team-wise, how do you look at that?
3 games for.
You're 3 games there in
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I think again, just doing what we do to make us successful. I don't think we need to change much of anything. I think if we bring that same game to OKC, the way we played pretty direct, and we're smart with the puck and got traffic finally, and made it hard on him. If we can do that for 3 more games, it'll be a good solid 3 games. Probably see maybe another overtime or 2, but I think if we keep that up, I like our chances.
We talked a little bit about it, but through the first 2 periods, it seemed like the team wasn't really generating a lot of shots. There were a lot of extra passes. Was that something that you scored obviously with the one from the point, and then the game winner, your shot from the point deflected in front? Was that something that you decided that you wanted to make sure more shots were getting from the point, and just instead of looking for that extra pass?
Yeah, we talked about shooting pucks, getting it to the net, especially in overtime. Anything can happen. You never know, and that's part of our game plan normally. We like to make plays. Don't get me wrong, but if we can get a shot from the blue line with traffic or guys going to the net, that's what we're going to do. That's part of our game, and it happened. Mine hit a stick and floated up over his shoulder, and then in overtime, Grant had a good tip there. So it's part of just the way we play. I wouldn't say we changed anything.
We've talked mostly both with Travis and with Alex about the offensive end of things. Lost in the shuffle, you guys defensively have done a heck of a job. You did it in the series against Chicago, and now with OK City in the first 2 games here in shutting those clubs down.
Yeah, I think we're doing a good job as a team. Our forwards coming back allow our D to have a good gap, and not allow teams to enter with possession, and then it obviously helps when you have Markey back there.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you screw up, he seems to be the guy that bails you out every time. And I've said it from the beginning, if he lets in 1 goal a game, I really like our chances. And he's basically done that. So, he's obviously a huge part of it. It gives us a lot of confidence. And, we play a certain way, with the confidence of our forwards coming back, and we're allowed to stand up. And, we have Markey back there too, so that always helps.
After coming off such an emotional low and physically and emotionally draining as yesterday was, to come back and have an almost equally, emotional high, just to be able to bounce back like that, what does that do for the psyche of the club?
I think we were battle tested through the first round too. The playoffs are all about not getting too high, not getting too low. We knew we came right back at it, and that was nice. Playing back-to-back, especially after a loss like that last night. Play 2 games, I guess, technically, and you end up losing, but it was nice that we hopped right back on the horse and got at it today, so that helps. And knowing that we've bounced back from losses, we did it in Game 5 here in the first series, and knowing we can go into overtime and have confidence with it is something pretty nice for us to have.
Beauty.